Did you know that in vanilla CK3, you can make anyone into the Pope? A couple of updates ago, I found an incredible glitch. With the launch of the new update, All Under Heaven, I've decided to finally reveal it. Prepare yourselves, because this glitch involves becoming the Great Khan, and through some interesting mechanics, claiming the Papacy for yourself. This is actually going to result in a game over. This is because in CK3, they haven't allowed you to play as theocracies yet for some reason. It goes without saying that this would ruin a multiplayer game of CK3 with your friends. Use this information how you will. It's also important to know that you can do this with anyone. It doesn't have to be Temujin. In my last video, I made Richard the Lionheart into Genghis Khan. In theory, I could have made him into the Pope. Let's get started with this glitch. Alright, so obviously the easiest start to pull this glitch off is going to be with Temujin himself. There's a couple of reasons for this. They just hand it to you. They just hand you the win pretty much immediately. You can do basically anything as Temujin. So, we will be doing something really crazy with Temujin today. First things first, normally I would suggest the martial lifestyle as it does make winning things a little bit easier, but we want to live as long as possible. And we want Temujin to live without us as long as possible once we can't control him anymore. Because as soon as it goes to the lineage of popes afterwards, I'm not gonna lie, the Mongolian Empire starts sucking really bad. It's almost like it's a bad idea to hand an empire off to a bunch of elderly men who don't know how to fight a war. Anyways, we'll be going medicine focus. And yeah, we basically have to wait till about 1200, and that's basically when the game gives you the title of Genghis Khan. Like, you do just get it given to you. There's a bunch of things that we want to take care of in the meantime, however. Like, the first thing, okay, this woman right here, divorce her immediately, because she almost always cheats on you. It's so ass, dude. Like, there's no reason to even be with her. Legitimately, anyone is better than her. And to make this go a little bit quicker, you're going to want to go ahead and raise your armies as raiders. You want them to be capture raiders, because capture increases the chance that you'll capture enemies. And that's important because that's actually how you build up a lot of herd really quickly early game. This is also even easier now that we have like more of Asia, because there's just more places to raid. And there's even more Mongolians over this way. It's really nice. Alright, so our brother died in the middle of battle, and I can keep his head. So, sure, I'll just tote around his head like that. Oh my god, it's like, it's not even a court artifact. It's like in my hand. What is this? Why is this an event? Like, that should only be an event for insane people, right? Another really good way to get some herd early on is to just steal herd from people. You might as well be running that scheme at like all times if you're not running a murder scheme. Like, there's no reason not to run it. Alright, these guys just declared war on us. We can hopefully defeat them pretty easily. Maybe? Let's see. They shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, we completely ruined them there. Let's just white peace. I don't want to deal with this war. I can't white peace right now, but I do not want to deal with this war. I have other work to do, my man. We'll get some Mangudai, these really good men-at-arms over here. They're going to help us out. I don't know why the samurai are actually, like, way better than these guys. I guess they don't have any pursuit, but samurai are... They added samurai to the game, and they're just really crazy. Yeah, and we'll be going down this whole of body path. We just want to live a very long time. Yeah, I just stole 489 herd. It's just free herd. You might as well take it. So we finally taken some prisoners in a siege here. I've just been raiding people. When you take prisoners, you can ransom them for herd, and this is pretty much the fastest way to grow your herd. And just real quick, the reason you want to grow your herd is because instead of crown authority, as a nomadic ruler, you have dominance levels. You want to get to the highest level of dominance because this allows you to become Genghis Khan. Now, each layer is about 10,000 additional herd that you have to have. So for this one, we have to have 10,000. For this one, you have to have 30,000. And this one, you have to have 75,000. So it really takes a lot of herd to become Genghis Khan. That's why we're building up herd right now to make it quicker for the future. So, I don't know what is with this game, but I just got it in 1184. So I got the trait Conqueror in 1184. Generally, you're going to get around 1200. I got really lucky this time around. I might as well take full advantage of this, though. Generally, when I'm doing a playthrough like this, if I get the trait Conqueror, I turn it down and I don't even show it. That is the singular goal of Genghis Khan, and this run is to get that. So, because I got it early, I mean, I'm just going to be able to do my run way better than I've ever done it before as Genghis Khan here. So that, we got so lucky, like incredibly so. Anyways, we're gonna head back, and I believe I should be able to, yeah, I'm in absolute dominance already. So we're getting extremely lucky. We might be able to become Genghis Khan by 30. We're going to go ahead and migrate to the north here. Because if we migrate, this will turn us into an Empire tier title. Because of the Coronations DLC, I do have to wait until I get a crown in order to coronate myself as the Emperor. But we are now an Empire tier title. I still don't even have Iron Constitution yet. Wild. While we're waiting to gain the additional amounts of herd here, I am going to start conquering some people. Just to save us some time for the future. We actually have to prepare for... So I'm going to show you this. To become the greatest of Khans, we have to become exalted among men, have unrestricted dominance, and we can't be at war. What this is going to do, though, is cause a Great War of Defiance. The Great War of Defiance is basically a super crusade called on you by all of the nomadic rulers around you. So you really have to be prepared when you hit that. Now, it should be a lot easier for us because of who we are and all of the traits that we have. But regardless... it's important to prepare for, because it is the most difficult part of this run. Alright, and we have finished our coronation. We got the maximum rights to it, because I spent all of my money doing that. And you'll see here, Lesser Clan joins the Horde. These are the types of events that you get as Genghis Khan. You just get free herd for no reason. We need to become exalted among men as quickly as possible, so I'm going to hold a feast real quick here. This should help us out. Okay, and it looks like enough other hordes have joined us. We can increase our dominance to unrestricted now. We still aren't exalted among men yet, so I'm still unable to take our decision here. So I'm just going to hold a hunt real quick, and that should be enough. You actually have a Nurge hunt, which is restricted to the Mongols, but it's pretty good. And this should give us all the prestige we need to become exalted among men, or close to it. We actually barely got anything for that. We still need 1,000. Probably the most important thing to do while we wait is to continue conquering stuff. Because if we don't do that, then we could just lose the Conqueror trait, which would be the absolute worst thing that could happen to us. Okay, and we have now become exalted among men. Now, this is definitely the most difficult part of our job here. Alright, we'll probably be fine if I do this war here. This could be famous last words, but hey, we're gonna hit the become greatest of all Khans. Right now, we're facing an army of 24,000 supposedly, and oh no. The Song are attacking us? Nah, that's wild. Why are the Song involved? Okay, well, we should be fine. Basically, we just have to defend our home territory here. As long as they don't siege down our shit, we're fine. We'll raise all of our soldiers. We're gonna have... our vassals are gonna help us a little bit, but that's not really gonna be too helpful, I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, we just have to conquer these guys ASAP. Now, the most important thing is probably keeping our supply up, but also it's making sure that they do not group up. Because if they don't group up, we're more likely to be successful. Now, they do have 112,000 guys now. Not fun. By the time most of them make it to us, they'll probably be starving, because it's really difficult to keep your supply up. Notice how they're all running away from us? This is, yeah, pretty much because they're trying to group up with one another. And most of the armies are to the south. We did get an unlucky roll, so to speak, though. Like, this is not what you want. You don't want to be fighting the, all of China. But we have to make sure they are not sieging out any of our areas, which they already sieged out a little bit of it. So keep that in mind. That's the only way to win this war. Now, we do have to take out these guys up north here. We can get mercenaries. That is probably the greatest benefit that we have. Oh, shit. But yeah, we should be able to get a good chunk of them right now. It says we're going to lose this. It is wrong, though, because... they're gonna join... oh, fucking shit! Where did you come from? Oh my god. Alright. Everyone get ready! This is actually gonna be difficult. I did not expect this. This is my bad. I thought this would be a lot easier than it is turning out to be. Nah! Fuck. Let me just be silent for a little bit. Okay. I've done a couple of things here to make sure that I win, or at least boost my chances of winning. So, what we've done, we've got our main force over here. I have boosted my marshal by switching focuses to chivalry focus and getting that 5 advantage. I've also hired an army of mercenaries. What this army's purpose is to run into this group here and prevent them from joining the main battle. I am also now in debt. That's okay. Our only goal is to win. We could definitely still win this even being a little bit in debt. It says that we'd win. However, the calculations generally as of late have been incorrect. So just keep that in mind as you do shit like this. We're winning the battle right now. Keep that in mind. We could easily lose it. But I've caught these guys in a battle. Now, we're cooked, dude. We're fucking cooked. Alright, so what I've done is I've just stood still. because that will allow us to actually defend rather than attack. Now, we've lost a lot of battles, and we have the potential to lose many more, but I do realize that defense is pretty much the only way that you can win this. So I'm going to turn this around real quick. I got a good feeling about it, because they keep attacking me. It might be okay. It could be okay. Okay, we got this. We got this. We literally got this. See, they don't know what they're doing anymore. Now I can just attack them, and they're fucked. Yeah, dude. Okay, we just got to take our territory back now. Can we? Probably not. I could win this. I could win this. I'm known as the Brute now. That's fine. I've got a lot of prisoners. That's cool. That means I can grab some money. And then with my additional money that I've just gotten here, I'm going to grab torchbearers. And then these guys are going to see shit out for me. I'm going to delete these guys. I need a lot of torchbearers very suddenly. Because it's the only way I'm going to be able to win this war. I should have lost. I've made a lot of blunders on this. But also, I just underestimated my opponent. Which is the biggest blunder that you can make. Now, I can come back, though. Is the funny thing. I thought I was cooked, dude. Because I thought I had just squandered, like, the luckiest game I have gotten in a while. And I almost did. But we're back up to 57%. Because I'm defending my shit really well now. And if you take a look, it's now, they've lost, like, half of their troops. They're very disjointed. They can't really get their shit together anymore. I need these to extend, though. Alright, and our supply is super cooked. But, hey, we're winning? Nah, we're not winning. I wouldn't go far to say we're winning. We aren't losing as bad as we were losing, is how I'll phrase this. And we are cooking now. We are absolutely cooking. Let's fucking go. Looks like we had some character development during that period of time. And we were... What? I retreated accidentally! Nah! I hit retreat! I fucking ruined it again. I forgot you could retreat in this game. I never retreat. Bro, I'm fucking cooked. Alright, I've got one chance now. I thought I had many. I only have one. Alright, I'm cooking again. Bro, I've been stupid during this one. This has been one of my dumbest. Alright, this war is actually really difficult. I'm losing pretty badly, but I'm coming back. I misplayed a couple of things here, but we are coming back. We are absolutely coming back. I can win this war easily. I just didn't expect all of China to go to war against me. You know, that's really unfair. Oh my god. We're now at only negative 18. I was down to negative 90 earlier. So I think I've made a really good recovery. Ah, fuck. There they all are again. As long as they don't siege out the capital, we're okay. Alright, now I can go back north. Alright, they are all coming to attack us now. If we're gonna lose, it's gonna be here. We are winning this battle right now. We are winning this battle right now. We are losing. We're gonna lose this one. Alright, that was a big hit. That was an honestly huge hit against us. We've got a lot of prisoners. Let me ransom a bunch of these guys to get our funds back. If they attack us, we can win this, though. Because we'll be defending, we'll have the defense advantage. And they're gonna string in. They're not gonna be... Come on. Come on. Okay, we got it! Alright, we cooked on that one. We just have to unsiege our territory, and we're back. And I think we win. If I unsiege this land before they siege any more land, we win. Okay, we now control the war target. They're coming to attack us again. We're at full supply. They suck. We need to get to here and siege out their shit, though. Now they're suicide charging into us. This is gonna see, like, a huge decrease in the total amount of soldiers that they have. But I can't actually make it over to them. And I do have a bad feeling about this, so I'm immediately gonna hire some people. This group is tanking a lot of hits for us right now. But they're probably gonna die. Because of these guys, we survived, but barely. Now they can join the main force. Taking a look, they now only have 48,000 soldiers to attack us with. We need to unsiege their land over here. The Jin are attacking us again. Oh! Landless attacker has no armies left. What do you mean? How did you run out of armies? We killed all of his guys. We killed all of them. Holy fuck. Enforce demands. Let's go, dude. Okay, that was unironically way too difficult. I'm pretty sure, yeah, the song died because of their war with us. That's how long that took. But we absolutely crushed it. And we have become Genghis Khan. Nice. That was way too difficult. Okay, anyways, I told you guys this was an easy thing to do. It usually is, but oh well. Let's switch back to health focus. I had to switch into martial just to win that one. We're gonna go fight the Khwarezmids right now. We're gonna be doing a Mongol onslaught into Oga's Ill, and this is because we need to get to Europe as soon as possible. We've just decimated the Khwarezmids army. We're gonna keep pushing. And I just wanted to highlight how quickly we siege everything down. Watch this. We're going to walk over here for a minute. 1 day. Like 3 days, actually. Look, dude. 3 days to siege down any given province. I actually lost the Conqueror trait, funnily enough. But I don't really need it at this point. Because I still have the Greatest of Khans perk. So, bro, what is going on? Okay, we have finally defeated the Khwarezmids. We can keep going. Probably go to Byzantium now. Okay, we've just taken Constantinople pretty much immediately. And yeah, I mean, the rest of the game is going to be insanely easy. Let's go face down their army. See what happens. We simply can't let them take back Constantinople. That would just be a horrible decision. So yeah, we'll take them out real quick. What is this? I held an oath to basically say I was going to expand the realm. And it didn't count this because I forgot to hit the oath button. So whoopsie, whoopsie daisy. It really should be automatic, to be fair. But yeah. Anyways, we're Genghis Khan. We're only illustrious right now. Excellent. Okay, we have gotten the Byzantine Empire. That's all ours. I'm going to expand a little bit more before I show you the glitch here. We're very close to being able to accept it, but I do need the map to look really nice. All right, Hungary's done. So now I've decided I'm just going to raid the HRE, France, and England all at once. I've just been cutting through the HRE here, and I just want to show you something pretty funny. If we look at the dev, you can see my path. Like, you can basically see where I've invaded through this country. It's kind of insane, actually. Like, look at this red line. Okay, I've conquered the HRE. I just need to restock up on supplies here. And then, yeah, we're just gonna push west, go into France, grab Paris, and do everything else. Where the fuck is the capital of France at? Why is Paris not here? What the fuck? What are you doing over... Alright, France. So France thought they were gonna be sneaky and jump my forces that I was trying to raise here. But I've got 51,000 gold, so I don't have much to do with that. Imagine thinking you were going to get a win against Mongolia and then 20,000 troops just spawn out of nowhere. Because that's just what happened to France. Pierre the Fat just got defeated. Dude, Pierre the Fat looks like the most generic French king I've ever seen. And with that, we have just defeated England. And yeah, the Mongolian Empire is gigantic, encompassing most of Europe and for this like weird region in Asia. Not even all of the steppe, just weird bits of it. Anyways, it is time for me to show you the glitch. Genghis Khan is now 55. He's still feeling really well. That's good. Now, we need to become Catholic. That is the first step. Loading all of my vassals almost made the game have a stroke. Now, we'll convert faith, and we are Catholic. You can only imagine what Genghis Khan would be thinking if he found himself suddenly positioned beneath the Pope. That's right. We're going to offer him submission or ruin, and we're going to demand payments. The Pope is going to say no, to which we're going to politely say, the papacy will drown in blood. And we're going to go ahead and invade the papacy. Look, even the papacy is getting a disease because he would not listen to us. Actually, that's crazy. Yeah, that is insane that, yeah, the Pope is absolutely getting punished for saying no to us. We're not going to want to lead our army here, though, for that reason. I don't want to get a disease or some shit. In preparation for our anointment as the Pope, I'm going to go ahead and give ourselves the papal icons here. All right, and there we are. We are the papacy, I've decided suddenly. And now we just need to invade the Pope. Now, don't worry. This is not a trick. It's not a trick. I'm not just renaming myself. We will actually be the literal Pope by the time I'm done with this video. It just takes us years to raise our army. Not actual years. The game is just halting to a stutter because I refuse to give out any of my titles. We've got 70k troops. I'm not leading them because I don't want a disease. So many troops, it costs us 583 gold just to embark. And I'm about ready to show you the glitch. It will happen soon. We just need to get a 100% war score. We are at the gates of Rome. They're under a disease. They're under a plague. We're all 4 horsemen right now. And we have taken the Pope prisoner. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Okay. So here's the funny part. When I hit enforce demands, I lose the game. And the funniest part is that Temujin becomes the Pope, but he still retains his title of Genghis Khan as his nickname. So we're Pope Sylvester. He's chosen a new silly little Pope name for himself. Pope Sylvester Genghis Khan of the Papacy. We have had a game over. This is the most interesting way to lose CK3. Now, I'm going to hit exit to menu, right? I'm going to hit continue here. The game lets us back in. You can see the papacy is alive and well. Now, I cannot play as the papacy at all. I just simply cannot. But we can observe this. And when we observe this, we can click on the papacy, and we can notice that this, which is the, this is actually the Mongolian Empire, by the way. It is just a theocratic realm now. So what does that mean? That means that it will be inherited by every single pope as long as it remains a title. So now what I'm going to do is we're just going to simulate the game for a little while. I'm just going to let this run on time lapse, and we're going to see what Temujin can cook. And then eventually you're going to see that he's making no territorial gains and he's sucking. This is actually because the empire has been inherited by an old man who does not know how to run a military. In theory, this should be somewhat immortal as long as no one defeats it. The Mongolian Empire will not break up like it normally does because of it being inherited by the Pope every time. Alright, I let the simulation run for a little while, and then I noticed that the, humans, what? How are the, what? How did, I don't know. Okay, hold on, let me get my words together before I fucking talk. Damn! Alright, so anyways, the Pope somehow got the humans under control. I don't know how he did that. Good job, Pope. Oh, wait, no, he's an Emperor Bishop. Where'd the Pope go? I don't know how this has happened. Oh, did the Pope lose? Yeah, so basically the Cumans, I'm pretty sure, just subjugated the Pope. But they're still theocratic, which makes it funny. Because that means that a bishop is currently ruling over the Pope right now. And it's still Immortal Empire. And it's still the Mongolian Empire, technically, even though it's also the Cumans. So yeah, anyways, this has been hellish, if I'm honest. I hope you've enjoyed.